Guten Tag, meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren. Es freut mich sehr, Sie hier begrüßen zu dürfen. Ich präsentiere 50 plus Döner.
We have been talking absolute nonsense since the intro started. It was a whole lot. But we are joined by the BVB pod guys. What up, guys?
What up? What up?
Hello. Thank you so much for having us.
Of
I've been looking
course.
forward to it.
We usually are. I am usually at your house, and now you're in mine. Ours.
The new crib.
The new crib. Yeah, your first interview in the gigantic studio, and I'm sure there's an echo, so it sounds really crazy. But my guys, how are you guys doing? Why don't you guys intro yourself? I feel like that's the best way to start off.
Jacob, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Jacob, formerly Jake, until this guy. And yeah, Carver and I have been doing the BVB podcast for quite a few years now, and I feel like we need to say thank you, and maybe some of our listeners, if they're jumping in to join the show tonight, hopefully they are, need to say thank you for having us on, because Carver and I have been slacking. We haven't done an episode in like 3 weeks, so you're really bringing us out of hibernation to get back into this recording thing. It's been a while.
You guys went into hiding, and you're on like a 3-game winning streak. What the hell?
Yeah.
And then Carver, how about you introduce yourself as well?
Yeah, my name's Carver. Jacob and I met a long time ago through being DJs, and I know Jake is a DJ as well. So we got 3. Do we have 4 out of 4 DJs, or just 3 of us?
Just 3.
All right,
you dabble? Wait, no. Don't let him.
DJing I've done is on Fuser.
Yeah, there we
That's
go.
all right.
I was about to say you are gaslighting the shit out of us.
All right, this is turning into a mix show right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be insane. So why don't we start off with the formal? We do have a game that I'm gonna jump scare you guys with. It's called Where's That Young Man Now? But for the time being,
I'm ready for that.
why don't we get your podcast origin story? Like, how did you guys meet? When did you decide to do a podcast even? What's the story behind that?
Do you want to go, Jacob, or me?
Yeah, I'll start. Like Carver said, we met. It was probably like 2016, like a long time ago. DJ thing through a mutual friend. So we were both like DJing this event. Did not talk Dortmund or soccer or anything back then. And we were just purely house music junkies at the time. Fast forward to 2020, I don't even know, 2021, and I was more starting to get into Dortmund specifically as a club. I'd say it all the time. I'm a newer Dortmund fan, but I knew Carver was into soccer, and I knew Carver was a Dortmund fan specifically. So I just reached out and texted him, because basically I was watching Dortmund every weekend and like texting my brother, and had no friends who watched Dortmund or anything. And I just reached out to Carver and asked him, double checked. I was like, hey, you like Borussia Dortmund, right? And then he just sent me a photo of his bare chest that has a Dortmund tattoo on it, like pretty immediately.
Stanced up picture. That's how that
like,
started,
cool.
A chest tattoo?
Yeah. You're like, you can put your pants on, by the way. If it's up your chest, right? Like, you don't need to.
So I was like, yeah, bet, cool. So you do like Dortmund. And then I just kind of let it go for a while. And I used to work in radio and kind of the audio realm. And I had wanted to do a podcast. And yeah, it just seemed like there's a little bit of a market there. Shout out to the Yellow Wall Pod, who's a great Dortmund podcast that kind of triggered some. I mean, they'd been doing the thing for a while, but I thought there might be space for another podcast out there, and so that's where I just kind of was like, Carver, do you want to? Because I knew all the audio stuff, but I really needed a guy who was just a Dortmund nerd. Sorry, Carver, but I needed some help. I didn't want to do it on my own. I needed some help, and just so happened that the one guy I knew who liked Dortmund liked him a lot, and so yeah, kind of started from there.
Shout out to you guys too. I mean, you guys have been in the game just as long, if not longer, than us. And Jake, you and I kind of crossed paths in Chicago a few years back, but I don't think we got a chance to talk too much for the Dortmund-Chelsea game, actually.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Mm-hmm. I almost completely forgot about that. B1 was at that, too.
Was it really?
Yeah. Damn, what a crossing paths moment.
Mm-hmm.
So now that people want to... Oh, go ahead.
And then I know you've been here for a city game, too, and we're in different conferences, so there's not too many meetings between us. And I didn't get a chance to... Well, actually, that's not true. I chose not to go ultimately because of I think it was the bad weather, but also it wasn't at Soldier Field this year whenever City played you guys. But
November 15th. No, I'm not gonna dox myself. All right, the people do want to know why specifically Dortmund for both of you.
I'll rip this one first. It was for me. It was what really got me going on the train fully was the 2012-13 Champions League run. At the time, I was kind of like halfway through high school, and I knew of Dortmund, but just kind of watching them go through the ranks and ripping through teams like Madrid, I was like, this team is electric. They're fun to watch. A lot of likable players. The atmosphere is unreal. Kind of a generic thing, but I love the colors too. I love the culture around the club and just the passion surrounding it. So that's what really drew me in initially. And just the more I kept getting to know the club more and watching the games, I just kind of fell in love with it more and more. I think for the most part, the club has made a lot of great decisions off the field lately. Definitely not the case. And I've been pretty vocal about that for sure. But for the most part, there has been some things that I clearly identify with, and which is the culture in general. So yeah, big fan of the team, big fan of the players. The style of play too is for the most part pretty entertaining. Again, in recent years, maybe not so much the case anymore, but we're still here, baby. It's permanent ink under the shirt. So
True, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I am a newer Dortmund fan, and I like what really drew me in was Gio Reyna, RIP. But I was definitely aware of Dortmund. Like I've always been aware of them because they're a big club, but Pulisic, I know like some Americans got in when Pulisic did. And like I was just aware, I watched occasionally, but it wasn't just like I just didn't watch enough where I really got hooked until it was Gio Reyna and I started paying a lot more attention. And one, I just liked, I mean, kind of that model of them bringing Gio in and other young guys and giving them a platform and a place to play on a really big level, and just giving, so not only Gio Reyna, but the other younger players, not just Americans, but everyone else in that platform of letting these kids shine and just get some really good experience in the Champions League and in the Bundesliga. So that really kind of drew me in one way. And then just from there, just seeing like the stadium and the fans and seeing the passion in the city, and just that the stadium's huge, and just the energy in the stadium really, and I mean, not home, but away too. Like I would say there's some of the best away traveling fans. Like that really, really hooked me. And I was like, I think I like these guys.
And just to piggyback on that too, I think in general, and you guys obviously can attest to this too, just the football culture in Germany too, there's a connection that's a lot deeper than a lot of other countries in Europe and across the world in general. So I think that's something that we all have fallen in love with more too, as we grown to understand it more.
Before, why don't you chime in on that? That sounded like valid reasons. Allegedly.
No, well, yeah, I think so, because a lot of those reasons were the same for me. But the reason I got my eyes on it is low-key doxing, so I won't mention that. But just being able to, when I started getting more into soccer, it was the energy around the team. They were very fast-paced when I started watching them. They had Aubameyang, Ousmane Dembele was there when I started getting into them. It was a fun attacking team.
Yeah.
And, the vibes around them, even though they were like getting second, but like they were having fun doing it.
There's a Pokal win in there. There was a Pokal win.
Yeah, there's a Pokal. I think like first or second season I really started watching, there was a Pokal win in there, and that's what I was like, okay, I can get behind this. But like the identity of the team, just how they carried themselves on and off the pitch before like 2024, it really resonated with me, like the energy around the team. So,
and wow, even I have a connection to Dortmund, because
I was about to ask, when did you fall in love with Dortmund, Jake?
Well, never. But my grandpa was one of the first ever Dortmund members, so that's very fun.
I think you've told me that before. I forget, but either way, that goes deep.
Yeah.
It's a way better reason than just me randomly like, I don't know.
Yeah, we're just two Midwest boys.
Well, I did abandon it. So also why I'm laughing is because our chat likes to make a lot of fun of us and try to rage bait us. Someone just spent all of their channel points on analyzing a player of your choosing, and it's Maxi Bayer. I wonder why the fuck they chose that. So, request denied. So for you guys, like with your podcast, you've been doing it for so long. You guys have like Carver especially is doing a lot of soccer stuff outside of this around there. How does this pod kind of like fit into your goals? What's the kind of goals that you have for this going forward? Is it just for like, you know, talking and chilling? Do you have like aspiration of something bigger, or, you know, just being more relaxed? Like, what's kind of your plan?
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. You want to go, Jacob? I don't care. I can take it if you want.
Yeah, you can start. You're start.
I not to rip off the social network, but I don't even think we really know. I mean, at its core, we want to connect other fans around the world. We want to give people an opportunity to create their own, like, their fan clubs. There's been a handful that's been connected through our Discord. Just people getting together, building connections, and just kind of finding the love of the club in spaces that they wouldn't normally find it. But outside of that, we don't still really know too much what it is. I mean, there's a casual side of it. I do try to take my analysis seriously. I don't want to waste people's time. Of course, I want to be, serious in that sense and give the best information I can provide. But I also, as we've just, seen in these last few minutes on the show alone, I also have a pretty silly side too that I like to have fun with. So that I try to have like this weird blend between the two. But I know Jacob has also done a great job too of just getting other people connected throughout the whole world, really, to have more fan clubs and, again, just more connections.
Yeah, I think when we started, like, again, my point to being like, I was just looking for someone to talk Dortmund with, like, literally text, not even talk on a podcast. Like, it started as like, oh, you like Dortmund? Cool. Can I text you every once in a while? Like, that's how it started. And then I just kind of found like, looking to provide that space and community for others seemed really cool. Like, because if I was sitting at home every Saturday watching Dortmund by myself, I knew a ton of other people were too, especially with how big the club is. And we already know, like, there's so many fans here in the States who support this club. So I wanted to, provide that space and a place for other people to get connected and feel connected. And so when we started the podcast, it was just that. And I don't think we didn't set huge goals or anything. And even now it's like Carver said, casual. Like, that's like, obviously we do take it seriously. Like the show we put on, me maybe less so, because I don't always do the most research, because like I come in very casually as far as like, I'm just like, I don't know everything. I'm a new Dortmund fan. I'm not trying to be like a Dortmund expert. I'm not trying to be a pundit or anything. Again, I want to provide this space for connection and communication. So like, I think my approach to the show too is very like, it's okay if you're new and it's okay if you don't know a ton of stuff. That's why I have Carver, who knows everything.
We've been saying that since the very first day. You got to cut that shit out. It's not even close to being true.
I intentionally don't research anything. No, but I think it's that it's providing a space for people to connect. And like really early on, I think the growth we saw in the podcast was crazy. Like our numbers were just like doubling every month. And I was like, what is happening? Like this, like had no expectations, just kind of wanted to put it out there, and it grew pretty quickly. And then from that, we launched the Discord. And I don't even think like our viewership or listenership is anything crazy. Like, we've definitely plateaued a bit since like when we started. It was just gaining a ton of momentum, but it is a smaller community, but like our Discord is so active. It's crazy. Like, people are chatting in that all the time. And that's when I'm like, we did like that, where it feels like even if we don't grow anymore, like we've built this little community here, and it is people in Germany, in the UK, it's everywhere, which is really cool to see. So if these people feel like they have a little space to chat Dortmund, then that's cool. And I do think there's like so much more we could do with the podcast, whether it's like doing more live shows, because we're very simple as we're like I said, we haven't done an episode in a few weeks, but it's usually like one episode a week. We cover both games, and that's kind of it. Like, as social media,
women's team too. I wanted, and not to cut in, but like, we've been doing that since, literally the second episode. We reached out to Adam Dorofsky, and he was almost like our third man for a long time here, providing some fantastic information and fantastic resources to get connected with the women's team, who at the time, several divisions down, very hard to find little to any information on them. and he was providing resources on how to watch the games, get statistics, information on the players on a personal and professional level. So if anything, big shout out to him for giving that platform to them at the very beginning. And then, just kind of riding along with us at the time. He's been very, very helpful, and he's taken a bit of a step back, but hopefully we can have him again here in the future. And as the women's team has climbed through the ranks, now they're a bit more accessible for that kind of information. But yeah, just wanted to give that shout out to him because he's been fantastic with all of that from the very beginning.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think I referenced one of your guys' pods when you guys were like in the 6th division. Like the fact that you guys even knew what was happening was incredible. So, and I think that actually what you guys said says a lot about Bundesliga people, because like I even asked the Hey Eintracht guys, and like nobody's goal is to be the biggest podcast ever. It's just Bundesliga is so about community that like even for us, like our Discord is full of goofy motherfuckers as well, and
yeah,
I think at the end of the day, that's
I'm in it.
All that, yeah, today.
And I was in it, and then I was banned the other day, though, right?
That is true. I did ban you. So, any like historical games that stick out to you, both in a positive and negative way? For not to send you guys in a panic spiral. Even you, B-Flam. I'll include you, B-Flam.
I mean, the negative one for me, easily right off the bat, is in the 2 years ago, 2022-23 season, I think it was our second home game of the season. We played Werder Bremen. We were up 2-0, and they came back and won. It was 3-2. It was the first time, if I'm not mistaken, in Bundesliga history, and only the second time it's happened in Europe, where a team has conceded 3 goals in the last 5 minutes of the game. And I was in person for that one. It was only my second time at the Westfalenstadion for that game.
What?
I brought my partner to that one. So I told her whenever it ended, I was like, if anything, you witness history tonight in the most depressing way possible, but you witness history. So that was definitely something that comes to mind. And we were tied with Bayern on points that same season to end up not winning the Meisterschaft. So that in the end, and I said to Jacob that same week, whenever we lost to Bremen, I was like, watch this shit bite us in the ass 7 months time. Watch.
God.
And it did.
That is like a triple combo of depression. Being there, losing Meisterschaft, and just the fact that it happened.
Yep. Anything to top that, Jacob?
No, that's mine. That is also my bad one. And it's mainly because I knew Carver was there. And I brought it up so many times on our show. And it's just like, I just knew it. That was like, wasn't that towards the end of your trip too? So it was like, God, just ruined the whole trip.
Great time in Dortmund. I mean, I love the city too, but and the Werder Bremen team bus parked at the same hotel we were in. So they were pouring in as we were checking in. And I was like, who was it walking by me? I think it was Niklas Stark, if I remembered his first name correctly. And he was walking by me, and Oliver Burke, who ended up scoring the game winner against us. And I was like, quick photo, lads. They just kept walking. And I was like, for sure. No, for sure. I love that. Yeah, no worries.
There are definitely a few that stick out in my mind. That was one of them. Also, the end of that season, the 2-2 against Mainz, where we lost the title on the last day. That ruined my entire week, pretty much.
Oh yeah, I was pretty emotional for days afterwards. I'll admit that.
I think the one that sticks out to me though is the 4-4 against Schalke. That
you knew that was happening too. I don't know if you remember like the flow of the game. I mean, they scored the first goal, and I was like, why does this feel like?
As soon as they scored the first, I was like, okay, here we go.
It's such a weird feeling in the air. I don't get that with many teams I watch. Maybe it's just like an emotional attachment thing. But games like that, games against Mainz, you feel it in the air early on.
Yeah, it's.
Well, I'm thankful no one said the 6-0 against Cologne 3 years ago. So thank you, all three of you, for doing that.
Oh, no problem.
Also, yeah, touching on that, have you guys been to the stadium? Do you have plans to be in the stadium? Like, what's kind of like the hope around that? Like, I'm sure they'll do another U.S. tour at some point, but like,
sure.
Any plans for you guys to go to Dortmund?
Not in the near future for us both. That game against Bremen was the second time I went. The first time was in 2020. It was the last home game Dortmund had. Well, a lot of clubs had before the pandemic. I'm talking like days, not even weeks, but days before everything shut down. We played Frankfurt, beat them 4-0. That was an unbelievable experience. I'm sure people in the chat have experienced a game in some capacity, whether in the States or just across Europe, and especially in Germany too. I mean, the atmosphere is it blows whatever your expectations are out of the water, and especially as a Dortmund fan too. Like it built up in my head for the better part of 10 years, and I'm hoping this doesn't sound too conceited, but I'm hoping I'm not building this up too much and then not meet those expectations. Blew them out of the water. Yeah. I mean, I had a blast the whole time. That's all I'll say.
I have not been yet. It's in the plans. Nothing that I've officially planned yet. My wife and I are thinking of going to Europe in the spring or summer, hopefully. So hoping we can get over there like before the season's over. But yeah, it's definitely in the plans. If we're over there, we're going to make it to a match for sure.
Let's go.
Jake, you've been to Cologne Stadium, yeah?
And I've been to Dortmund Stadium. So
no shit.
Was
it for a Cologne game?
No, it was it was very famous. It was the game that Christoph Kramer back pass from like the half line.
Interesting.
And that was the only goal of the game.
Yeah.
It was one of the most boring games I've ever been to outside of that. But you're right. Like, I feel like the thing about Dortmund is like people, I think, get to a point where like they have to be overselling it. Like the yellow wall is not like it's big, whatever, and like when you hear it on TV, you're like, okay, like you start to get used to it. No, they turn down those crowd mics for like the ESPN broadcast so much. Like I've never heard a goal celebrated like that own goal. Like it's the loudest thing you're ever gonna hear. So
it's pretty similar in Cologne, I imagine too. I mean, just from what I've seen over the years, of course, through a screen, it looks just as powerful. B-Flame, have you been to Westfalen or anything like that?
I have not.
We're trying to blackmail the Bundesliga into sending us.
Let me hop in on that with y'all.
Oh yeah, okay.
We got the C&D. Who cares at this point?
The four of us bopping around Dortmund for about 30 minutes before there's nothing else to do. Anyway, let's talk about the season right now. I have been waiting all week to ask you guys what you think about this season so far because I don't know what to make of it currently.
Yeah, it's not the most pretty football you've seen, like I mentioned before. But we've said on the show it's been effective. You know, it's not to the level of Terzic by any means, where it's like, I don't know, terrorist football almost, but just it's effective. It's effective at the end of the day. We're getting the job done. You know, it's a very physical game that Kovac is demanding. It's a very militaristic coach. He's getting the best out of a lot of players. I think that's probably the biggest thing that you could take away for our results so far. You know, he's learned from his, I wouldn't even call him mistakes as much, but like the 2-2 Juventus draw, we've clearly learned since then. And he's, pretty forward thinking in that manner. Again, he's gotten the best out of a lot of the players so far. There are some here that are a bit more inconsistent at times, sure. But I'm curious to see how we continue down this road for the rest of the season and seeing how sustainable it is. Against Bayern, I think we actually played pretty decent. Harry Kane is just unplayable at the moment, arguably best in the world. And he played as a number 6 in that game too. So that's something that as someone that's been watching Kane for years, I was anticipating him to drop deeper into midfield, but that threw me for a loop for him literally playing in the back line at times in that game. But I'm really curious to see how we continue down the road.
I think considering how the start of previous seasons have gone, like it feels pretty good. Like I'm like, oh, we haven't had a disappointing loss. Really, like Carver mentioned, like the Bayern loss is our first loss of the season. The St. Pauli away to start the season was obviously extremely disappointing. But that was also the first game of the year. And after that, it seems like we've just kind of been trucking along. We have the Bayern loss, but I think that wasn't the worst game. We've seen way worse performances against Bayern. And I did forget, I was looking at the table and I forgot that we drew against Leipzig, which was a little underwhelming too. But besides that, like we've had some pretty bad starts to the year, and it does seem like there's another step we can take. And I feel like we are getting the best out of a lot of players, as Carver mentioned. I also feel like in the last few years, we've been so like strapped for players too, with just no squad depth. And it seems like the rotation we have going in the midfield and the options we have there is pretty nice. Oh my God, not Rierson on the, we have two wingbacks on the right.
Svensson.
We can swap out Svensson on the left. Thank you. Just keeps running forever. He's never, knock on wood, he's never going to stop. Hopefully he doesn't get injured, but it just seems like we actually have some depth and some options, which we haven't seen in a while. And yeah, like even the Champions League, that Juventus game was insane, but it just seems like we're kind of getting the job done for now. And I'm hoping we can make another step. It does seem, I know it's still early, but I'm like already like, is anyone going to be able to keep up with Bayern is the unfortunate thing. But I think besides that, like I always like, obviously I'm a Dortmund fan, but I love looking at the table as a whole, in the league as a whole, excluding Bayern on most occasions, but just how exciting those matchups can be and how exciting it can be for casual fans to pop in and catch the Bundesliga too.
There are a handful of games that I think we would have lost last year had we been under the likes of Shaheen or Terzic. I mean, we won away at Mainz. That was the first time in a while that we've actually gotten a road win versus them. Just 2 days ago against Frankfurt in the Pokal, like a calendar year ago today, yesterday, we lost to Wolfsburg in the Pokal in like the 117th or 18th minute. And that was a very similar situation. So I think, it's just results like that have continued to solidify why I think at the moment Kovac seems like the man for the job. And the job, it seems like the club is complicit and complacent in us just getting top three, but hopefully we can push further than that.
I mean, after last season,
Yeah,
we
right,
may need just like a comfortable top four finish.
Yeah.
But if I may chime in, I think the big thing for Dortmund is that despite all the injuries that we started the season with, the defense has been pretty solid, minus like the Juventus game, which is props to the people that have had that next man up mentality, and props to Kovac for keeping them ready. Domestically, I'd say the attack isn't what we were hoping it would be, especially with the investment into Guirassy and Adeyemi, and obviously getting Fabio Silva. He hasn't been able to play that much until recently, but we only eclipsed 3 goals once or twice in the league this season. So it's definitely hopefully we'll start to figure out attacking patterns, on that front. But if we keep defending like this, which is surprising to say about Dortmund, because the story of past seasons has been, oh, we're potent on the attack. The defense is kind of where we're struggling.
So
but it seems like it's kind of it's been the flip of that outside of, the Champions League. But that's something to watch for going forward this season.
And Carver, you said something I absolutely agree with. A lot of the draws and wins that you guys have had this season would absolutely have been losses in, especially last year, but definitely in the past. I also get way too excited when I see my boys. So B-Flam, I will let you ask the question.
Okay, so are there any winter transfers that you can see being necessary?
Back line. I think it's got to be the back. Jacob and I have been in this apartment for 2 years and then an entire year in another apartment, and I have been saying the same goddamn thing of like, when are we going to invest in this back line? And yes, like there's been some, but there needs to be more. And like you mentioned before, with the injuries, the inconsistencies, I'm still not sure. Like Anton is a pretty solid defender. He's got a great mentality in him. I love like the bulldog aggressiveness he has in him for sure. And he's had a lot of great moments, but I'm not sure if he's that elite center back, especially if Schlotterbeck is a question mark right now. Like, what is our defense going to look like going forward long-term or even mid-term? It really looks up in the air. Sula out the door at this point. Anton is a question mark. Schlotterbeck is a question mark. And then we're left with a person with a loan without an option. There needs to be investment in that center half department, in my opinion. Someone that's going to be long-term and that we have a lot of confidence in.
Yeah, I got nothing to add.
I think I do agree with that. I feel like there's a lot of question marks surrounding the defense. Like I feel like we're just getting by now. Like even as good as they've looked on paper, they're just getting by now. We don't know. They should really be dropping a blank checkbook in front of Schlotterbeck. They should be dropping the blank checkbook in front of Chelsea to be like, how can we get Amosino to stay?
Right.
Because he's been lights out when he's actually been able to get playing time. I would like to see a little bit more in the midfield, specifically the defensive midfield as well, because that's where the build-up play really should be starting, and I feel like there's not a bunch of that going around right now. Job is kind of struggling to get on the pitch, even though he was our biggest transfer of the summer. I don't even want to talk about Felix Mecha.
You gonna be both?
I'd say there's as many question marks down there. I mean, Sabitzer got this job security of, I don't even know. He's got the strongest job security I've ever seen. Even though he's only good for like his one banger a year, I think.
He hasn't even had many of those here at Dortmund yet either.
Exactly. So I'd like to see a little bit more in the defensive midfield, just to kind of support that build-up play, just to get more opportunities for the attack, because it's been kind of slow building up so far.
I feel like Pascal Gross was a signing like 2 or 3 years too late. I mean, I still like him as a rotation player, but I've been advocating for us to get him way before he signed here originally. He would have been fantastic in a number of areas. He's clearly very versatile too. Sorry, Jake, but Ozcan is clearly not going to be anywhere. Actually, I saw
send him over
recently that he might be going to Cologne.
Send him over. I'll drive the car.
Who's to say? Yeah, I don't disagree there either. I mean, outside of the back line, that's definitely been something that I've been advocating for as well. There's a few different departments I think and directions you could go with this too. I mean, Kovac is kind of actually just in recent games switched to more from like a 3-4-3 to almost like a 3-5-2, with like Brandt being in the hole as at number 10, Chukwuemeka at times, then going with Adeyemi and Guirassy up top too. So can there be a bit more versatility and just creativity going forward too? Like the Champions League game, Mecha was like that guy getting forward more. And while he's got the attributes to be box to box at times, I think we just need someone else besides Brandt, because even though Jacob and I have been Brandt boys for a while, that's dream's been kind of dead.
No, the Brandt-Assance is back. The
Brandt-Assance
is
back. Past couple games, especially the Bayern game, when he didn't start and then he came on and immediately we scored, I was like, why did we start Mech over?
All right, boys, I'm back. I'm with you.
There we go. Let's go. We won him over. We have a question out of chat, though. I'm going to positize this because we already asked your favorite game and you all chose very depressing ones. Which Dortmund signing has made you the most happy out of like all of history?
Just in general. Oh, if anybody else has got one at the top of their head, I think it's got to be Haaland for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I came to love Jude a lot and Sancho a lot. Like they both really grew on me for the years, and I was delusional and thinking like, this is our guy, guys. This is our guy long term. And then obviously that was not the case. Again, I know, delusional. But someone like from the get-go that I was like, holy shit, has got to be Haaland. In that first game against Augsburg, I was screaming to all my friends who don't give a shit about soccer, like, you guys, you got to see this dude. He's not human.
It's I'd have to agree pretty much. Though I will say, I did really like the Nico Schlotterbeck signing when it did happen.
That was just coming to my mind a few seconds ago as well. That's a great shout.
That has provided an identity on defense when Dortmund had never had, like outside of when Hummels came back, and we never had an identity on defense.
That partnership.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I dream about that partnership still. But yeah, that was especially for a team that had like so many question marks defensively. I think that was definitely one that stood out for me.
This is going to be maybe out of left field, but I think the question was this sign. Like I'm taking it as like when we signed them, and not necessarily like how it all panned out.
Yeah.
Just from the beginning.
Yeah.
And this is still going to be out of left field. I'm going to say Sebastian Haller because
That's fair. That's fair.
That's very fair.
Obviously, we know how that went. Very sad for so many reasons, but because we were losing Holland, and then he came in, and you were like, "Oh my god!" Like it seemed like such a great signing at the time, and yeah, I don't know. I had so many hopes and dreams, and I remember that just the whole launch of it and the photos of him in the stadium, and I'm just like, guys, everything's gonna be great. Everything's gonna be fine.
His mentality and commitment was awesome too. I mean, whenever he was signing his quotes about like, I'm here to win titles, I'm here to commit my best years here at this club. I was fucking ready with you, right there with you.
I'm surprised no one said Gregor Kobel. Because that, for me, when you guys signed them, I'm like, oh, they're being serious. Because he
kind of flew on.
Yeah,
he kind of flew under the radar for me personally, which is definitely on me more than anything. But he's someone that, grew to love as well, for sure.
Damn, you guys just stealing goalies from people, huh? B-Flem, any other questions before we get to fun time? My fun game that I have created.
There was one more chat question that I wanted to point out.
What's up?
If you could sign any manager, past or present, to lead this Dortmund team, who would you choose?
It's a fantastic question. I'm trying not to go the easy route with Klopp.
That was such a betrayal. Oh my god. Even I was mad. Like, he literally was at a charity game the week before. Yeah.
I don't think that too. I don't even think about him much anymore because of that. I'm probably gonna have a better idea at another time here in the near future, but at the moment, what comes to mind is Fabian Hürzeler. Am I saying that right?
Yeah,
Brighton's manager.
Yeah, that would have been very good.
I'm just thinking present though. Past, I had too many names coming to my mind. Probably not a great answer, but
we can just do present, like presently in the game managers.
I have a present one, and so I'm notorious for also just watching so many soccer clubs. But a couple seasons ago, I started watching Feyenoord, and because I don't know, I just randomly was like, I don't know, this seems like, because I need more soccer to watch, that I don't even have enough time to watch Dortmund games unless it's on replay sometimes. But I was like, I'm going to start watching Eredivisie, and I picked Feyenoord, and I was like, holy shit, we have to get Arne Slot. And this was like pre him being linked to Liverpool and all that. But I was like, this guy needs to come to Dortmund, and that's why I started watching them more. And I was like, this is who we need. And then he went to Liverpool. So
hey,
now everything's falling apart.
That might be an option soon. So. B-Flem, how about you?
I don't know.
I know it's tough.
It's tough. I really wanted like the Xavi Alonso type of manager, and I was really hoping that would work for Shaheen, but we saw how that went.
Yeah.
There are some unhinged things in the chat right now. Bruno,
I gotta get in there.
Bruno Labbadia.
I see Lucien Favre disrespect.
Marco Rose. I don't know if he's being. I don't know if Mike's being serious or not, but that's diabolical.
God, we got points under Favre, man. I know
he made it work
too, but
he made it work.
He did. And you talk about beautiful football too.
That was fun. Now it was like 5-4, but it was fun.
Chaotic. Are you guys ready to play our game now?
I'm having a lot of fun in general. Thank you both again for having me. This is
Thank
great.
you both for coming on.
Thank
I know
you
you
chat
guys
for engaging with us.
I know you guys were super busy.
This is how we get y'all back from the 3-week
We're so busy we haven't done an episode in 3 weeks, but we're here for this. Damn it!
I cannot see chat, so I'm going to pull it up on my phone just because there's going to be a lot of foolishness for this one. I promise.
Guys, I'm going to be really bad at this. Oh no.
We did a little halftime show similar to this a few weeks back, and Jacob sucked at it.
It was bad.
I was like, let me throw some softballs in there, and I was like, come on, Jake.
Also, shout out Dazzle. I know Dazzle's in the chat. I'm
Yeah,
hanging out
yeah.
with you
Shout out
guys.
Jazz.
Great
Yeah.
dude. I don't know if this is accurate. I think there's 9 questions on there, and you definitely can have more than 2 guesses. But it's all people who used to play for Dortmund. They have like more than 10 caps or something. They're not like randos. And you have to say where they play as of today. Are you ready?
Flem, are
Yeah,
you,
I
are
might
you
be better
participating
at-
in this too?
Yeah, I
Okay,
haven't
sweet.
seen anything from this. So
Yeah, I
will-
hit it. I hit it from him because I knew he was gonna jump in.
Cool.
I might be better at this than just like historic stuff. If they're still playing, then I might know where.
This first one is really
I might not
hard.
have known that they played at Dortmund. I might have missed that, but I don't know.
This first one's gonna be really hard. I just want to warn you guys.
Okay.
Robert
Ah.
Lewandowski.
Plays for Manchester United, dude.
Can you imagine if he is on current Manchester United?
Mm-hmm. I can. Barcelona.
Okay, I was waiting for someone
Oh, are we-
legally.
I
Legally,
need a
we do
buzzer.
have to have
Alright.
a verbal confirmation. So
Fourth.
Oh, I was so happy when he
Barcelona.
left Bayern, man. Oh my god.
I don't think I've ever seen someone leave a club in such a worse way, such a bad way.
Insane.
You,
Mm.
Mukoko.
Jacob.
Copenhagen.
Yeah, we just played them in Champions League.
I cannot believe that fell apart the way it did.
I know.
I cannot.
I know.
believe
It was bizarre, man. It was bizarre.
Why
it was
does
like a
Dortmund have so many people that leave in the most insane way possible?
It was like an 18-month period or stretch
Yeah.
where we were talking about him on our show, and we're like, what is going on? I didn't know how much validity there was on the personal side for him and then the club side too. I had no idea. It was weird. And there was obviously some validity that he didn't get as many minutes as he should have.
Oh, that is.
Oh, Marvin Douche. That's I think I have an answer, but I'll let other people.
I don't have this one.
I think he's in the league still. He's in the Bundesliga still.
I cannot confirm nor deny as the host of this game.
I something's telling me Colm, but I don't.
How
think
on
that's right.
earth would you? You don't think I would have cussed him out already if he was on Colm? Allegedly,
My guess is I'm pretty sure it's Bremen unless he left.
he did leave Bremen. I will give you that hint.
Oh, really? Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he in the
I feel like
Bundesliga
no
still?
one even remembers this happened but me.
Is he-
He's
is
still
he
in the
in the
Bundesliga,
Bundesliga?
right?
He's not in the Bundesliga anymore.
Oh,
You're
he's in the
kidding me.
second
Oh
league.
shit. He's in the second Bundesliga. Is that what he said?
Beeflum said that. I already gave you a hint, so I cannot confirm nor deny.
Oh, I have no idea then.
I have no idea.
Are all 3 giving up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Birmingham City,
Wow.
Birmingham.
Wow.
and he's doing really well. Like
Really? Let me look him up real quick.
I
I had no idea.
brother is in England. Oh, yeah. They sold
Oh,
him
he's
for
in
not a
England?
lot. I
Oh,
think it was like $1 million.
Oopsie. I don't pay attention to England, bro.
I don't either, and it really pisses people. I think our joint not giving a shit about England football is pissing people off. But that's another thing.
That's fine.
A fan
Oh.
favorite, a
Ooh,
50+ donor favorite.
Hell yeah, brother.
I hear about this man every day in the Discord.
I remember his hat trick to this day. Jake. I watched that live. I watched it live. I was like, holy shit.
Wait, I need to look up something. I need to look up his height before I slander him on something.
I think I know.
He's like
His height or
6'4".
where he plays? Oh.
No, what? I'm not going to just randomly give you the Tigges height. It pulled up Cody Tigges, a family dentist in Nebraska. So I think we're just
Right.
going
Same
to...
thing. I'm pretty sure it's 6'4".
And he can't win headers. I've never seen that in my life. Anyway,
That's
guesses.
wild because that's all we brought him on for when he did.
That's all Cone brought him on for, too, and he didn't do anything. Guesses.
Where is he at now?
If it's not,
Oh, it's not Colin?
if it's not
No.
Cole, then
No, he left.
Oh,
I-
shit.
I lost
He was
track.
tra-
Maybe I'm
he
not good
transferred
at this game.
season.
I thought you guys would have gotten this, though, because
I just assumed he was still cold.
Did he go to the second division?
Yes, I will give you that hint. He did go. He is in Germany in the second division.
I don't know.
I can't remember. I think I might be confusing the team that he's at now with the team that he came from whenever he came to us. Which was
I'm thinking of Paslak. He went to Bochum.
Yeah, this is a brand new team in his career. Give up?
I give up. Shit.
Paderborn.
Paderborn still kind of gives me some PTSD as well. I think we came back and won that game, but there was a game we played them at home, Paderborn, and we were down like 2 or 3-0, if I'm not wrong, a few years back when they were in the Bundesliga.
Wow. All right.
Immobile.
Well, the name's already on there.
Oh.
Let me fix this real quick. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just on all the second ones. So let me fix this. Be fun. Entertain the folks for a second while I fix it.
Ooh.
I wouldn't have had that one either.
I would have known the where he went. But not. I knew he had left.
He went all over because
not be named.
Why don't he went? He'd had a loan spell in Spain, if I'm not wrong, too. Before. Oh God, now I'm trying to think. Yeah, well, he played for Lazio, and then I could have sworn he played like a year for Lazio, then went to Spain, then came back. And I thought he played for like another Italian team outside of Bologna. Sevilla. Okay, I thought it was, but I want to say he also played for Besiktas as well. And Torino. Okay, I was right about Torino.
Okay.
Wow, 207 goals.
Can we get
for
some
Lazio.
score predictions for this weekend's match?
Who
I
they
think we're
play?
playing Augsburg.
Oh God.
Augsburg is in
hate
the
playing.
absolute mud, but I get what Carver's fear for some reason. For some fucking reason.
Augsburg for some reason.
I don't know what it is. Anyway, we spoiled this. But yeah, score prediction real quick since I already fucked this up.
Under Kovac, I hope it's different. I'm gonna go 3-1 us. We haven't gotten a result there in Augsburg for 2 years now.
Ooh. I wish I had not known that piece of information because now I'm gonna go 1-1 draw. But
that's kind of reminds me that
as a man of commitment, I'll go 2-1 Dortmund.
Nice.
50 plus donor score line, brother.
Yes.
Why
Have
do you guys think
our
Augsburg is
scores
gonna
in the league
score
this year?
You guys were just talking about the Dortmund defense, and you think Augsburg's gonna score?
Okay, that's fair.
I'm gonna go 2-0. I'm gonna be the confident one here. 3-0 to Augsburg.
Nice. A lot of our goals are self-inflicted, though. It doesn't really matter how poor the opposition is.
Other Jacob.
2-0. I've been muted. I thought I was chiming in, but I wasn't.
We do
2-0.
have 50 plus donor audio issues at all time. So, all right. Now that I have fixed it, Marvin hits.
FC Basel, no?
Damn, you got that fast. Can you explain why the fuck you got that so fast?
I don't know. He's Swiss, and I just remember him going back to Switzerland.
That's the only team
Well,
in
like
Switzerland,
Dortmund and
right?
their Swiss keepers, right? Hits. Kobel,
I mean, he could have went to
Berkey, shout
NBA
out
Young
Berkey.
Boy.
Mhm.
NBA Young Boys. Nobody laughed at that, so I'm just gonna move on.
I did.
Oh my God, I looked this up recently because like, I wonder where he is right now.
Yes, the best Hazard brother, and that's not even being ironic.
I think I also had this one, but I've been wrong a few times too, so I'm gonna pass it along.
Standard Liège?
No.
Shit, he's in Belgium though. Damn it.
I don't even know enough Belgian teams to make a guess.
That's the only one I
Anderlecht.
could think of right now.
Anderlecht.
Yes, you did
That's a
get
good
that actually.
guess.
Ugh.
That's a good guess, yeah.
You're welcome, Carver.
I can't
I
believe
knew. I told you I knew.
he technically had a better career than his brother, and that is nuts to say.
That is.
I don't think you
That
could.
is. He was pretty solid for us those first few years too.
Like,
That's why
imagine telling someone like 2015, like Thorgan Hazard's gonna have a longer career than his brother. They'd probably put you in jail.
That's why I looked him up recently because his brother
Oh,
was
this is my boy.
trending for the Chelsea charity match. But
This is my boy. You want to talk about favorite signings? I was a huge Weigl fan for a long time.
Look at that
God, where does he play
jawline.
now, though? He went to
He was
Benfica,
at
then he went to
Leverkusen, right?
That's-
it was
Werder Bremen?
Yeah, Gladbach after
shit.
Gladbach
Am I
after
getting-
Benfica.
Gladbach.
I'm not gonna gaslight you guys. There's no fucking way you're gonna get this. Even I,
He
when I
left
looked it
Gladbach,
up,
right?
yeah. Even when I looked this up, I was like, when the fuck did that happen? But
Give
it
me
happened.
Besiktas.
Way more random.
Okay.
Is it like a
Midtjylland. I don't know.
All right, you guys are not gonna get this. Alquatia,
Okay, I was-
Oh no!
Alquatia, baby,
not
let's
blood
go.
money, boy.
Alquatia,
disappointed in you, Weigl? He came from Munchin too, as well.
the Quatia
Unreal.
DJs. That was a bad joke. Now this
Ooh.
now we have one last one, I think. Yes.
Yes!
Yeah.
Come on!
Where is this
Let's keep
player
her in the
playing right
MLS,
now?
baby.
Any guesses?
Jacob?
I feel like I have legally obliged to say that he just signed a new contract and he will be staying in St. Louis until 2027.
Who cares?
sir.
Who cares where he plays? Nobody.
It's a Chris
gives a-
Brady household, baby.
Nobody gives a shit. L plus Chris Brady better plus nice playoffs.
That's so funny that you wrote "Who cares?" I just now saw that. That's awesome. He's been great,
He
and
has
I
been
had
great.
like a lot
He
of
has been
like
great.
valid criticisms for him in Dortmund, and then he came here and started lighting it up, and I was like, I got to walk all that back.
See, you guys should have came to the last game because we did sort of trigger him by singing Schalke songs when he was like
Oh, really?
in front of the supporters section.
Oh, that's great.
I had to take a shower after that, but it was funny. And because I don't want to clickbait our viewers. I did say you were going to slander Schalke. Can we get Schalke slander out of the three of you? Because currently they are first in the second division, so
Didn't they just get knocked out of the Pokal?
they did get knocked out of the Pokal.
It's another
Buffalo.
year of no Riviera
Whoa.
Derby.
You know what?
blessing
I
and a
can't wait
curse,
for
I
them to come
guess.
back up. I can't wait for them to come back up so that Dortmund can get a free 6 points, a free 4-0 win 2 times a year on our push to third place.
We say that, but what the last time they were in the Bundesliga was the same season that we tied against Munich, and I think we drew against them. That might be inaccurate.
No.
But that was one of the first few
No.
games that I think Guerrero played at center mid again, and was crushing it. And he was ripping Schalke up.
Yeah.
That
Ugh.
was a surprising transfer too, actually, considering how that season went. Does he still steal the ball from the ref pre-kickoff every game?
Jacob, does he? Actually, no. I'm thinking about it.
No.
He's performed?
I don't even know. I was like, I don't even know where the ball is. I don't know what happens in this moment. I need to pay more attention.
Well,
maybe.
with MLS, it's
And you're
probably
literally
like-
on the pitch.
I don't know.
with
I've thought
MLS,
about
it's
it.
probably some corporate sponsorships, like Jake from State Farm comes from a blimp with the ball or some shit. So
Yeah. We got a whole song dedicated to him. He's been great for this city, and he's been very personable too. My partner finally saw him at Forest Park. I know when he first signed and like one of his first interviews, he's like, I go to Forest Park all the time, which is a great park here in St. Louis. Shout out to St. Louis. And it
all right,
took
that's
3
enough.
years.
That's enough of that.
It took 3 years, and we finally ran into him. I didn't. My partner Madeline did.
All right. Well, we are at the end of the show. Any last things you want to tell the viewers? Any last? I mean, it's not like it's going to be your last ever time being on here because I have also gaslit our fans. You guys did volunteer for fantasy, Bundesliga and Dragons, so we are. It's one of the many things we have to put together. But anything?
I don't have much. Keep watching this show. Who's ever watching right now? YouTube. Sincerely, genuinely, you guys do a great job with your outreach of the German football community, but also just bringing all the positivity and those vibes here to the U.S. I think you guys do a great job with getting guests on like us. But just again, this has been great. I mean, it's been a blast. I can't believe it's 6:55 already.
Yeah, no
Swear I
kidding, right,
blinked.
B-Flam? Do you have rematch loaded up yet?
No, I don't. I actually have to
Do
be
you still
responsible
believe in
yesterday.
rematch? You think it's still
I'm still on rematch.
okay?
Yeah.
I want to love it, man. Every time I
I've
load
been-
it up, I'm like, this is it. This is when I'm finally gonna fall in love with the game.
It's more. It feels more real than EAFC. Like I enjoy the mechanics a lot more. It feels I don't have to pay to win on it. So and
Fair.
also it's just I like being in control of my own dude.
Yeah.
There's a lot to learn with it. I definitely had to lab it a lot, but it's once it clicks for you, it's pretty fun.
Sure.
Yeah.
This man never invites me to play with him, by the way. Even on the
Insane.
stream where
Literally.
he went on during the stream, he didn't say, Jake, hop in rematch. I'm tired of this man.
Insane. Well, if you
Literally,
get invited,
I
you
was-
got to invite me next.
We're about to split the podcast because of creative differences, but it's actually because
Yeah, Chris.
he's not inviting me to his rematch.
I'm cooking something up where we'll definitely have to have. We'll have to play off stream as well anyway, but
Other
The
Jacob,
wrestling mascots is great too, by the way. I love that idea.
we got to
I'm
finish.
glad
that
we have
too.
some other
we
wrestling
gotta
fans
finish
here.
that too. I will say that like when Jake invited me on, I feel like I don't know if he was really ready for how unserious the content was about to get with me.
That's wrestling, though. You know,
Yeah.
big fan of wrestling. We have a local wrestling club right up the street here that I'm still trying to get Jacob to go to. And it's if I'm not going to city games on Saturdays, I'm going there because it is so unprofessional and bang average, but it's such a great time. Support your local wrestling
Hell yeah.
shows.
Hell yeah.
That's Carver's message. Support your local wrestling shows. I'll just add, I mean, Carver kind of said it, but one of my most frequent rants on the show is just like, I wish coverage of the Bundesliga was better in general. But as we also mentioned, it's like the community aspect and the grassroots. So yeah, guys, pay attention to this show more if you're new to it. I appreciate you letting us talk so much Dortmund tonight. I didn't know what we were going to get into. I thought it was going to be more.
Yeah,
Bundesliga
you thought
in
I was
general,
going to
but-
cuss you guys out, didn't
Yeah,
you? Yeah,
I
you
appreciate it.
definitely thought so, and I've remained silent and calm. So, and we're
But
not going to start now.
No, I appreciate what you guys do. I appreciate the love and promotion of watch Friday football matches and watch the damn stream. Those are my words.
Let's go. And then we have from someone in the area, not going to dox them, 50 plus meetup in Amsterdam Tavern.
Could be fun.
It's only a 4-hour drive, B-Flam.
We'll take turns. It's an incredibly boring drive.
Midwest joint custody. You come to Chicago. Yes, okay. Handshake on that. If you come to Chicago, we will go to St. Louis and not say anything bad about it. But we're not driving pro.
We could have a heated debate on that.
We are not trying pro.
I'm a stan of this city, boy. Let's do it.
Oh no. Okay. All right. So 50 plus donor versus BVB podcast rap battle. Got it.
Yeah.
And on that note, it's time to end. Thank you, boys, for coming on. It definitely will not be your last time seeing them on stream. And watch Friday games. Wait, what's the Friday game tomorrow, actually?
Us, baby.
Is what?
Dortmund Augsburg.
Is it really?
Augsburg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm
Our
changing
first Friday
my
game of the season.
I'm changing my prediction 3-0 Augsburg for sure. All right, y'all. Thank you and thanks for watching the stream.
Make sure you bully these guys to come back.